الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد. Quiet, son. Okay. قال الإمام أبو داود رحمه الله تعالى: باب في الغسل للجمعة. حدثنا أبو توبة الربيع بن نافع قال حدثنا معاوية بن يحيى أو قال حدثنا معاوية عن يحيى أخبرني أبو سلمة بن عبد الرحمن أن أبا هريرة أخبره أن عمر بن الخطاب بينما هو يخطب يوم الجمعة إذ دخل رجل فقال عمر: أتحتبسون عن الصلاة؟ فقال الرجل: ما هو إلا أن سمعت النداء فتوضأت. قال عمر: الوضوء أيضا؟ أولم تسمعوا رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول: إذا أتى أحدكم الجمعة فليغتسل. حدثنا عبد الله بن مسلمة بن قعب عن مالك عن صفوان بن سليم عن عطاء بن يسار عن أبي سعيد الخدري أن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قال: غسل يوم الجمعة واجب على كل محتلم. حدثنا يزيد بن خالد الرملي قال حدثنا المفضل يعني بن فضالة عن عباس أو عياش بن عباس عن بكير عن نافع عن ابن عمر عن حفصة عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال: على كل محتلم رواح الجمعة وعلى كل من راح الجمعة الغسل. قال أبو داود: إذا اغتسل الرجل بعد طلوع الفجر أجزعه من غسل الجمعة وإن أجنب. Imam Abu Dawud rahimahullah, he says in the chapter of Al-Tahara, Babun fil Ghusli lil Jumu'ah, the chapter of taking a shower or bath for the Jumu'ah prayer. Imam Abu Dawud rahimahullah, he says fil Ghusli, washing. He doesn't say that it's mandatory, he doesn't say that it's recommended, but he says regarding washing for Jumu'ah. So one may say, Imam Abu Dawud rahimahullah, his opinion is doubtful. He's not sure, or he doesn't take a decisive stance on whether it's mandatory or recommended to wash for the Jumu'ah prayer. But then afterwards he mentions another chapter in which he says, Bab al-Rukhsati fi tark al-Ghusli yawm al-Jumu'ah. He speaks about the rukhsa, the allowance of not taking a bath for Jumu'ah. So therefore, we know that the ulama of Islam, they differ on this issue. Some of them say that making a bath or shower on the day of Jumu'ah is mandatory upon everyone who is going to Jumu'ah, whether they have to initially go to Jumu'ah or not, such as a woman who does not have to attend the Jumu'ah prayer. But if she intends to go, then that's a different story. Or someone who's a servant or slave who does not have to go to the Jumu'ah prayer, but if they intend to go, it's a different story. Or the traveler, someone who does not have to attend the Jumu'ah prayer, but if they go, etc. Let alone the healthy men who are residents who must go to the Jumu'ah prayer. And then another group of ulama, they say rather it's something which is a virtue. It isn't mandatory. You do not have to wash up, but it's best. And there's a third group of the ulama who say that if a person is working and he puts forth a lot of energy and effort, and he begins to sweat and perspire, and he or she, they may smell, then they are the ones who should make the ghusl. Three views among the ulama with regards to the issue. So therefore, the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, the first hadith Imam Abu Dawud, he narrates that Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu told of a story one day that Umar ibn al-Khattab was doing the sermon on the day of Jumu'ah. And all of a sudden a man entered, he was late. The man said, "Why are you late from the prayer?" Oh, that's what the Umar said to the man. The man said, "What? I heard the nida, I heard the call to the Jumu'ah prayer, and I hurried and I made wudu." Umar said, "Wudu also? Have you not heard Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam saying, when one of you enters, when one of you comes to Jumu'ah, he should take a bath. He should take a bath." The next hadith that Imam Abu Dawud rahimahullah mentions with this chain of narration is reported by Abu Sa'id al-Khudri And Allah's Messenger ﷺ said, washing on the day of Jumu'ah is mandatory upon everyone who is of age. It mentions the third hadith, narrated Hafsa radiallahu anha, that the Prophet ﷺ said, everyone who is of age must go to Jumu'ah, and those who go to Jumu'ah should wash. Imam Abu Dawood rahimahullah ta'ala, he then says, if a man makes a bath or shower for Jumu'ah after the Fajr, then it's sufficient and valid, even if he has sexual intercourse with his wife later on in the day. Yani before he goes to Jumu'ah. If he takes another bath and he washes up, he doesn't have to make a bath for the Jumu'ah once again. So here we have 3 narrations. And all of those narrations give a severe command and warning against those who do not make a bath. They should make a bath. So we see the ulama who say that the Jumu'ah is mandatory and you must do it. Their proof is based off of strong hadith that are sariha, right directly to the point. And pay attention, now Umar radiallahu anhu, he stopped his khutbah. He stopped his sermon to speak to someone. And some narrations state that it was Uthman ibn Affan radiallahu anhu that he was speaking to. So why would Umar radiallahu anhu stop his khutbah, call out to that man, perhaps embarrassing that man in front of other people, and criticizing him for something that was only mustahab, something that was only what? Recommended. So we benefit from this hadith, first and foremost, is that it's permissible for the khatib to speak during the khutbah. He can talk outside of the khutbah. He can say something else, sit down, be quiet, or anything else. Secondly, as we mentioned in the class, it is permissible for the one that the khatib speaks to speak. If the khatib addresses you, it is now permissible for you to what? Speak. And it doesn't nullify or blow your Jumu'ah. The next benefit we get from this hadith is it is from the Sunnah for there to be an adhan. That the Jumu'ah should have a call and the call should be heard. It shouldn't be something that is inside of the masjid that the people cannot hear and the people are unaware of. Because he says, I heard the nida. The next benefit we get from this hadith is that it's from the Sunnah to enjoin the good and to forbid the evil, even during the khutbah, and that the leader of the Muslims, he should be the one who should be the foremost in enjoining the good and forbidding the evil, not like how we live today, unfortunately, when there may be leaders of the Muslims themselves who partake in evil openly and publicly without any shyness. In the times of the Salaf, the leader of the Muslim, he was the khatib, he was the general in jihad. He was the one who enjoined the good and forbid the evil. He was in the forefront. Not like how it is today. You never ever come across the leader of the Muslim country. You have to make an appointment, go through his guards, and you can barely come into direct contact with the leader, unfortunately. That's not how the way of the Sahaba, that's not how they lived. The next benefit we get from this hadith is the permissibility, or that is from the way of the Sahaba, is for a person who's being criticized to defend himself and to justify why he did something. He criticized them for not making the ghusl, and he said, I made wudu. Even if he was right or wrong or mistaken, but he said what? He had something to back up what he was doing. That's why I didn't make the ghusl. I had to come and rush to the Jumu'ah. The next benefit we take from this hadith is the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ is of the highest authority. The Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ is of the highest authority. Whereas after the man made an excuse, Umar radiallahu anhu then said, did you hear the Messenger of Allah? After you have a reason, a general reason, the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ is of the highest authority. And the next benefit we take from this hadith is that he who enjoins the good and forbids the evil should back up his argument with the Sunnah. And you shouldn't just tell a person it's haram, it's mandatory, you have to do this, you can't do that. You should back it up with the hadith, as Umar radiallahu anhu did. The next benefit we get from this hadith is the obligation of performing the ghusl for the Jumu'ah prayer. Regardless of what the other ulama say, regardless of the different madhahib, but the Sunnah teaches us that the Jumu'ah prayer, when a person wishes to attend it, he or she, they should wash. They should wash. We'll stop here. It's a brief benefit. Wallahu subhanahu wa ta'ala, surely knows best. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.